This noise that you just heard is the best that I can represent for the actual volume of a Tesla Model 3 while it's running. Now, doesn't make any sense, right? EVs are supposed to be silent. They don't have engines. So what the heck is going on here? If you watch any of my previous videos, and I hope you do, on youtube.com/middleagedhack, you'll see that I'm on my second Tesla and that I've had one since 2018. And I'm not going to say that I'm the world's expert on them, but I've learned an awful lot. The first thing that incredibly surprised me when I started seeing Teslas out there in the summer of 2018 and started supercharging and being around them is how loud some of them were. Because like you, I think of EVs being so silent that you actually have to make them make noise in order to hear them. And that's not always the case. It is the case when you're talking about kind of moderate temperatures, say 60 to 80 degrees. But once you start getting to the point that you need the air conditioner, they get louder and louder and louder. And in fact, the air conditioner can be as loud as a traditional engine, as you just saw in the beginning of this video. Tesla air conditioners are louder than other air conditioners because they're fully electric, and because of that, they're variable. You're seeing electric air conditioners in some Detroit models, some gas-powered cars, but for the most part, most air conditioning systems in cars are fed by an accessory belt in the engine. They're not fed by themselves, so they make very little noise by themselves, other than, the fan noise inside the cabin. Everything else just kind of naturally happens. But there is no engine in the Tesla Model 3, nothing that would actually let you hook onto it, so the air conditioning system has to be electric. The benefit of this is that it's extremely efficient compared to a belt-driven air conditioner. And when you want it to, it can go extremely well. It can really push a huge amount of air out there. And I've observed that Teslas get cooler faster than gas-powered cars a lot of the time because they've got air conditioners that push and push and push that air out. The downside is when the air conditioner is running, it's sucking in a huge amount of air by itself from this fan that it's got, and all of the workings of the air conditioner itself, the electric motor that runs it and the fans that run it are, they make noise by themselves. The end result is a noisy Tesla when it's hot out. And you could be forgiven for hearing a noisy Tesla and thinking that it was a gas-powered car. Why? Because gas-powered cars are about as quiet as they can be. Most of the noise you get from a gas-powered car at idle isn't actually the engine per se. They've got mufflers that really mask almost all of the noise generated by the ignition of gasoline. And what you're really hearing from a car that's idling is the noise made by the fans and the accessory belts and everything on the outside of the engine that is supplemental to the engine itself. Otherwise, these vehicles would be a lot louder. Should you worry that a Tesla is too loud?
Of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
No, I don't think so. Honestly, they get quiet. They do get quiet fairly quickly. If you have, a cabin that's 130, 140 degrees inside, which is very possible in the summer in parts of this country, yes, it's going to start out very loud, but as that cabin temperature gets down to what you set it to, then that fan is going to back off. All of that stuff is going to settle back down. It's going to use only a tiny bit of energy, whatever it needs to maintain the current temperature, and it's going to be as quiet as that you expect. So don't get put off if you happen to be test driving a Tesla, or any EV for that matter, and you find that it's extremely loud in the summer. It's just for a little while. You'll notice it the most because it's when you're getting in the car or getting out that you really see it. You'll occasionally also hear these sounds sometime after you've left the car because Tesla's internal thermal management system is running some of those fans to cool the battery. Teslas are superior in the way that they manage temperature in the battery, and that's important because temperature, high temperature, kills batteries. That's kind of universal. So that's it for the Middle Age Hack for today. I hope you like this video. I hope that you enjoy, that if you have an electric vehicle, that you leave a comment telling me about it, telling me your experiences, and I will see you next time.